Welcome to the break number 67. Here's how you get good at creating options in your career. So if you want to make more money, find better opportunities, and enjoy life, you need to build your unbreakable foundation by learning the frameworks, habits, and decision-making skills of the world's most resilient professionals. These are skills for life that will serve you in any path you choose. If you sign up before next Tuesday, I'm personally walking the entire community through my Advantage Mapping course. This is a $1,200 value at my current rate, and you get it for free when you join and become a yearly member today. We are breaking the mold, breaking limitations, and shattering our own expectations. Click the button to become unbreakable today. All right, here we go. Number 67, the options portfolio. So you can do anything, but you can't do everything. You must choose your path, and it must be a path with the best odds. Look, there's two places people start when creating options. Number one is, I have no options. I can't imagine what else I could do. And number two is, I can do anything. How do I choose? It's work to realize that neither starting point is reality. But once you do, you begin to see that the path to creating options starts with thinking about our odds. So introducing the uncertainty spectrum. On one end, we can't see our options, and we risk being stagnant, never growing, and never experiencing the success or happiness that we could. On the other, we risk taking blind leaps and chasing shiny objects that we have no advantage in. We risk choice overload, overwhelm, and procrastination. But in the middle, when we get a proper view, we become unbreakable. We understand our advantages, which gives us confidence to do something new, and we have proper filters for weeding out low odds choices. So what gets us towards high odds options? It ain't skills, education, money, credentials, or any other traditional way we think people get ahead. To get high odds, we need to know more about what to avoid and eliminate than what to actually do. We need a strong foundation rooted in our advantages. We need filters to remove false options. We need a reliable process for ideation, and we need a mechanism to problem solve along the path of several options, what I call portfolio operation. So let's start with foundation. You must know yourself and understand where you can compete. This is why the foundation of all we do with my clients is advantage mapping. This process ensures you know how to create your advantages and what you are here on this earth to do. With that knowledge, you set your course. Then we need filters. Filters are mechanisms that get rid of fake options and shiny objects that have low odds of getting us to where we want to go. So filter one is anti-goals. Deciding what you don't want is often easier than what you do want. Elimination is more robust because it frees up our mental capacity. This is how I started my own career exploration. I said I didn't want to travel. I didn't want to raise capital. I didn't want to work for anyone. I didn't want to go to an office. And I didn't want to miss any of my kids' school sporting events. To read more on these topics, check out Google Inversion, which is solving problems backwards. And also you can Google Charlie Munger, all I want to know is where I'll die, so I never go there. Another filter number two, is your future vision. You don't need a goal. You need a big ideal or feeling that illuminates your pathway. Anything not aligned with this vision is just a distraction. So the idea is to envision who you want to be and start taking those steps now. Start behaving as that person and living as that person today. And all the distraction falls away. The next one is, as you guessed it, your advantages. We want you to play games you can win by using your advantages, or seeing a pathway to expanding or creating new advantage. We want to avoid games where you don't have an advantage. Next comes ideation. So now that we know what lies outside our circle of focus, we can begin to ideate hard inside that circle. So here are the rules of ideation. Never ideate and edit in the same session. We must diverge to capture the full power of our brains, and then we converge by combining, removing, and adding around only the best ideas. After you converge, take your list and stack rank your options. You might have 5, you might have 15. I want you to cross out everything that comes after number 3 and forget about them. We want a maximum of 3 options. Anything else is too much. It's overload for our brains. Just for your benefit, I included a few other rules for brainstorming that I learned during my time working with world-class design firm IDEO. And I'll let you guys peruse those at your leisure. So finally, we get to portfolio management, portfolio operation. So now we need a mechanism to make progress, on several options at the same time. Because again, we don't know the future. We have to have options. So most people have learned to pick one path and plan out every step. That's what we're taught in school. That's what we're taught in the businesses that we work for, right? We're going to do the exact opposite. In finance, a good portfolio manager makes a few bets based on a hypothesis of the future. And if they're wrong, they cut exposure, meaning they stop doing what isn't working. And if they're right, they add exposure, meaning they do more of what works. It's very, very simple. So here's the plan. Our only goal is to acquire information that either tells us to keep going or to stop. This is called signal acquisition. Our anti-goal is to avoid any middle-of-the-road feedback. This is our enemy. We want hell yeses or hell no's. So we actively seek out disconfirming information. We identify high leverage activities that could move the needle and move us along multiple pathways. And then we continuously update our view of next steps while avoiding thinking 5 steps in the future. It's hypothesis, experiment, learning, new experiment. The quality of your learnings and the speed of your progress depend on the boldness of your experiments. Timid with your outreach and questions, slow learning. Small with your asks, small with your progress. So P.S. I did a masterclass on building options in your career and personal growth journeys in our Unbreakable community. I did it just a couple weeks ago. If you follow me on LinkedIn and DM me the word options, I'll send you the video for free. Or you can simply reply to this email with the word options in the subject line, and you'll get that video for absolutely free. And if you're nodding along with all this and this makes sense for your career journey, I'd love to see you as a member of the Unbreakable community. Starting next week, I'm personally walking the entire community through my Advantage Mapping program, which is the foundation of all the work we do. So you get the most out of that course. This will likely never happen again because of time constraints. So if you're looking for more alignment in your life, I'd love you to join today and let's become unbreakable. I'm wishing you boldness and clarity in your journey, and we'll see you next week.